I did face that moment of, oh God, do I tell her what a horrible man our biological father
Hmm.
was? I
Hmm.
mean, again, all of this elation and this joy in our first meeting, we were so excited in the first couple of hours, and then it went into a very dark, truthful place very quickly. And I didn't want it to, but then I thought, you've got a choice of breaking the cycle of all these secrets or not. And
Mm.
it just, I, I, I didn't have the capacity to soften things. I was so overstimulated with this new person in my life and making sure that she knew what she needed to know and that I was there to answer any questions. I no longer had my one witness. Beth had died, and she was the witness to all of the terror that we had with our dad. And so now I thought, oh, do I trouble my older half sister now with all of that? But that's her dad, and telling
Mm.
her the truth was also a relief, I think. I felt so terrible that she had missed out on any opportunity to meet him. He was gone by the time we discovered
Mm.
each other, so she couldn't ask him anything. So I felt like I'm the only link, and I will be damned if I don't tell her exactly the truth. Because
Mm.
look at the consequences of all these other secrets. It's just horrifying.
Yeah. And I am going to take the liberty of interjecting there because I have had the exact opposite experience about our father because he was such a loving, amazing, present father. My dearest friends wanted my dad as their dad because their dad were like working men who came home to dinner, took a nap, and then, worked more. Whereas my father was just more present and loving and affectionate. So for me to share that with Gru, my new half sister, who had never known him, who had never received a hug and a kiss and that hand around her or the wet kisses he left on my cheek, I felt guilty. I felt guilty telling her about those things. So it was like the opposite. Do I tell her how wonderful and how lucky I was to grow up with a man like that as my dad?